Hello, I'm Won-Ju from Motor PD. Today, we're taking a drive in the facelift model of the Genesis luxury compact electric vehicle, the GV60. This new GV60 boasts enhanced product competitiveness in driving performance and convenience features. We'll investigate exactly what kind of appeal and charm it possesses. First, the battery capacity, a key EV component, has increased. It has been upgraded from the previous 77.4 to an 84 kilowatt-hour capacity. Despite the increase in battery capacity, the same level of charging speed has been maintained through improvements in the battery cooling performance. The battery conditioning function has also been improved. As a result, the standard 2WD model's single-charge driving range has increased from 451 kilometers to 481 kilometers on a combined cycle. The Performance AWD model I'm currently driving offers a 382-kilometer driving range with a combined electric efficiency of 4.0 kilometers per kilowatt-hour. It also has ride comfort improvements and specialized driving features. The updated Smart Regenerative Braking System 3.0 automatically adjusts optimal regenerative braking for various driving scenarios, leveraging not only real-time traffic flow and driver deceleration patterns, but also navigation data from speed cameras, bumps, and roundabouts. They've improved the front and rear shock absorber valves in the preview electronically controlled suspension, increasing damping force freedom. And through this, they claim to have achieved better vehicle stability and ride comfort. Also, the hydro bushing, which was previously only on the front suspension, has been added to the rear suspension to minimize driving vibrations. And by optimizing the steering gear ratio, they've also improved steering responsiveness. A brand new active sound design has also been applied, available in two options, Horizon and Heritage Black. It's also possible to set the volume level for each sound. And the Heritage Black in particular implements the sound of a 6-cylinder engine. Thus, this virtual engine sound becomes even more realistic and nuanced, responding dynamically to the pressure exerted on the accelerator pedal. And of course, if you don't like it, you can turn it off completely. And in the Performance AWD model I'm currently driving, utilizing the boost mode provides a combined maximum output of 490 horsepower from both the front and rear wheels. It boasts a maximum torque of 71.4 kilogram force meters. Indeed, with the added virtual engine sound, you can definitely feel the sensation of speed even more. It takes just 4.0 seconds to accelerate from a standstill to 100 kilometers per hour. And currently, I have the VGS mode activated in the vehicle. VGS is the virtual gear shift mode, which uses motor control to provide a shifting feel like an internal combustion engine vehicle. For reference, VGS doesn't work in eco mode. You have the ability to check this in either comfort or sport mode, and the active sound design feature is permanently set to Heritage Black. Moreover, my drive mode allows for highly detailed configurations across the motor, steering, suspension, ELSD, and ESC systems. In addition, the brake mode can be configured with two options, comfort or sport. There's also a hidden drift function that works by distributing driving force and controlling the brakes. An electronic limited slip differential, along with 4 piston monoblock brake calipers, is now standard across all models. Additionally, they've enhanced sound-absorbing and insulating materials in the rear cabin and cargo space, complementing the active noise control. Additionally, it's mentioned that the improved sealing structure of the front windshield significantly boosts the car's quietness. Indeed, even when cruising at elevated speeds on an expressway like this, one truly perceives that both the frontal wind noise and the noise emanating from the undercarriage are remarkably well attenuated and controlled. Furthermore, this particular test vehicle, fitted with 21-inch tires, tends to transmit a slight, subtle vibration when traversing uneven surfaces at lower speeds. Conversely, during high-speed cruising, such as on these highway stretches, the ride quality proves to be exceptionally stable and notably comfortable. Of course, you are able to change between comfort and sport modes based on the vehicle's drive settings. In comfort mode, you can observe that the suspension's damping becomes somewhat more relaxed, which is noticeable. There's also a subtle after-rebound that comes with it. However, once you change the driving mode to sport, the seat's side cushions promptly hold your body in place. You can feel the damping force become firmer, but it's not to the point of being overly stiff or uncomfortable. When compared to comfort mode, you can observe that it drives smoothly with reduced rebound. The overall driving concept of this vehicle ensures that it never compromises on comfort, and precisely because of its excellent suspension, you're able to experience a significantly more substantial, high-end ride quality. The overall driving characteristic of this vehicle consistently prioritizes comfort, yet specifically with the Performance AWD model, which comes equipped with 20-inch wheels, you'll find that it simultaneously delivers a truly dynamic driving performance as well. What's really interesting about the Heritage Black sound in VGS mode is that the virtual engine sound doesn't just get louder when you accelerate, but also when you decelerate, it mimics the engine brake engaging and the RPMs rising. It provides this kind of sound-based feedback, and the regenerative braking force adjusts its intensity accordingly. Thus, the combined effect of the sound and the sensation of regenerative braking masterfully creates a very sophisticated illusion, making it feel remarkably similar to operating a traditional internal combustion engine vehicle. Certainly, while this sensation may not perfectly mirror that of a traditional internal combustion engine vehicle, the rapid pace of advancement instills a strong sense of anticipation that a more authentic and enjoyable electric car will emerge in the near future. Moreover, the steering provides a remarkably clean and precise sensation, whether you're navigating lane changes or rounding sharp corners, contributing to a truly engaging driving experience. I've heard from people around me, particularly female drivers, that they are quite fond of the Genesis GV60's design, and I concur. I believe this model isn't merely an aesthetically pleasing electric car, rather, it beautifully combines attractiveness with excellent driving capabilities, truly encapsulating dynamic elegance. It is evident that the advancements from more niche sports electric models, such as the Ioniq 5N, are being widely implemented throughout the Hyundai Motor Group. This integration significantly boosts the overall performance and emotional appeal across their entire range of electric vehicles. Moreover, the overall visibility is also quite good. The forward view, the rear side view provided by the virtual side mirrors, and the clear digital rear view are all excellently presented. To be frank, it feels a bit odd before you get accustomed to it. Yet, I've heard from owners of cars like the Ioniq 5, who have actual experience with and regularly use the virtual side mirrors, that once familiarity sets in, it indeed proves to be quite practical and easy to use. When the turn signal is activated, it also provides helpful tips for changing lanes, highlighted in orange and red. Moreover, the view also zooms in slightly when you're reversing the car. However, I did identify one drawback with this VGS Heritage Black virtual sound system. Speaking for myself, as an electric car owner, I typically operate my vehicle in eco mode and drive quite unhurriedly. This approach allows me to maximize electric efficiency and thereby extend the potential driving range of the vehicle. This sound, and then also the feel of the regenerative braking, definitely add to the fun. So the downside is that I tend to step on it a bit more than usual when you're going at a medium speed like this and then accelerate and use the boost mode. Even though I don't have the camera pointed at my face right now, every time I accelerate like this, it consistently brings a genuine smile to my face, indicating a truly enjoyable experience. Moreover, it's not merely about its ability to achieve high speeds, the vehicle also demonstrates remarkable driving stability when accelerating. And naturally, the advanced driver assistance systems are perfectly and seamlessly integrated. And with Highway Driving Assist 2 implemented, it can even perform automatic lane changes for you, just like so. The Hyundai Motor Group's lane changing function initially had limited usability, but as newer models are continuously updated, its operational effectiveness has been consistently improving quite dramatically. And the graphics on the HUD and the central cluster display have also become more refined than before. The vehicle is 4,545mm long and 1,890mm wide. Height is 1,580mm, wheelbase 2,900mm. As I mentioned earlier, the design concept is dynamic elegance. It truly has a luxurious interior and exterior design that befits the Genesis brand. With the new model, the bumper design has been changed. This, along with the application of a 3D full undercover, is said to have helped improve aerodynamic performance. And the headlamps are now MLA type. It also has a dynamic welcome light function. The recognition speed of the Face Connect, which recognizes your face with a camera on the B pillar, has also been improved. The wheels are available in 19-inch, 20-inch and 21-inch sizes. Furthermore, the wheel arch cladding and the rear skid plate have been meticulously finished to match the body's color. There are a total of 12 exterior colors and 5 interior color options. This test model features an overall blue color scheme, with the entire interior from the seats, dashboard and door trim to the steering wheel and headliner fully adorned in such a dazzling shade of blue that it's almost blinding. This distinctive color scheme, while it might not appeal to everyone, strikes me as something other brands would hesitate to implement. Furthermore, a 27-inch wide display is now featured, enhancing the interior. The crystal sphere shifter and a 3-spoke type steering wheel have been applied, enhancing the interior. A new aluminum pattern has also been applied to the center console and this classic pad. A Bang & Olufsen high-resolution sound system with 17 speakers is installed. It even has the cutting-edge Dolby Atmos technology implemented. Additionally, new functions have been incorporated, such as a direct sensing steering wheel and the walkaway lock feature, which automatically locks and unlocks the doors when you move away from the vehicle with your key or smartphone. Alright, now let's move to the back and check out the second row ride comfort and convenience features. Alright, I've moved into the second row seat of the GV60. My current seat position, well, this is the most upright it can be. And then this is when it's most reclined. Oh, when I recline it all the way back, my head actually touches. I've adjusted the front seat forward slightly. If I position it to align with the B pillar, there's quite a generous amount of knee room, roughly more than 2 fists worth. However, in contrast, the headroom for those in the back is a bit limited, leaving less space above their heads. On the other hand, the ride comfort, well, so far it doesn't feel much different from the front row. Typically, in SUV models, the ride quality in the second row tends to be significantly worse than in the first row. While this vehicle, despite its large 21-inch wheels, does feel a bit bouncy, overall, I believe the ride comfort is of a rather impressive standard. Even on that same washboard road section, there's still some up and down movement, but I'd say it passes through quite cleanly and smoothly. Furthermore, there is comparatively less body motion experienced when accelerating, braking and navigating turns. I have now switched to comfort mode, and it definitely offers a somewhat more relaxed motion, even for the second row. And when switching to sport mode, the damping force might feel a bit firmer and more rigid, but the vertical movements are noticeably reduced. It seems to have a bit more vibration, but it handles bumps cleanly with fewer aftershocks. Likewise, even in the second row, I don't get the sense that sport mode is excessively rigid or unpleasant. And the Heritage Black virtual sound is quite clear and distinctly audible even in the second row. It even has a directional quality, creating the impression that the sound emanates from a genuine exhaust system at the rear. Considering both the spaciousness and the quality of the ride, I believe that passengers seated in the rear can also undertake extended journeys in complete comfort. However, the headroom is a tad underwhelming. Regarding convenience features, there are 2 Type-C ports in the center and a sizable storage compartment underneath. The air vents are located here. However, there's no independent screen or button to manage the climate control system. The heated seats offer 3 settings, though ventilated seats are not present, and the cup holder within the armrest, with its supporting elements, showcases a rather luxurious and intricate detail. Furthermore, the second row also features the same all-blue color scheme, which truly showcases